have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David. The Monarchs will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Utah State's offense will be first on the attack. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Utah State up-tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Claiborne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Old Dominion's offense will go to work for the first time. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Claiborne. Moves it up. The 4-yard line, a nice 15-yard gain on that one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Bring in the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Rushes on him, trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Claiborne. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Trying to slam in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Colorado. For now, it's back to you.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He's got it on the right. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Shabera. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Shabera. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Shabera. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And he's wrestled to the ground. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. And the returner goes down. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The Aggies in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Shabera. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 30. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Utah State up-tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Rooks. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, ODU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Illegal forward pass.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll operate out of split backs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Makes his man miss.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down. There's the pressure.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his tight end. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Gonna swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be a run on third and short. Turning it on! Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And the route is on. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Fires to the big fella.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. Nice move to pick up yardage. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The short hands, it's Shabera. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Monarchs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shabera. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Look out, he's got room. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And this one is perfect, and that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. Touchdown, ODU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Utah State offense has it going. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He'll do it himself. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Setting up the screen. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business.